So guys, this is a rant video, this is a complaint, and this is just something that's been bugging me recently because I'm seeing it every single day on Reddit, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Discord. There's so much arrogance in cryptocurrency, and by that I mean that people are always arguing with each other and they never back down, and they belittle anyone who doesn't know as much as them. And it's something that just kind of annoys me because we're seeing it all the time. I'm seeing it a lot myself because, you know, I'm still learning. I put my hands up and say that there's a lot of things I don't know about. I'm a decent miner now. I know how to, you know, mine, but I'm not an expert either. But there's been a few things I've said in videos and I've put my hands up and said, listen, I don't know. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for me to just admit that I don't know, because, you know, there's a lot of YouTubers out there and there's a lot of social media people, and they will try and portray themselves as something they're not. They'll try and say, yes, I know all about that, when they don't. For example, if I've looked at a white paper, and I talked about this the other day when I was talking about Ravencoin, and I said, like, I've got a general kind of basic understanding of the assets feature, but I don't know the ins and outs of the technical side of it. And there was someone left a really kind of offensive comment, but they were trolling as well, and I was going to reply, and then I went, you know what, delete. I couldn't be bothered, you know, it was just trolling me. But the comment was going on about how, well, if you don't know about it, why are you talking about it? You should know about this, which I completely disagree with, because look on CoinMarketCap. There are thousands and thousands of coins, and we see this in the live streams that we do as well. Every time I do a live stream, there's like another 15 coins I've never heard of, where people say, have you heard about this? Have you heard about this? The thing is, I'm struggling enough. You know, I've got other work to do. I've got a social life. I've got friends. I've got family. I do a huge amount of research, as much as I can, as much as anyone in cryptocurrency can. But I can't read every single book out there. I can't read every single white paper out there. It just isn't practical. And I actually, you know, someone actually left a snarky comment one day and said, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. And then he said, as a software developer. And I had to point out the guy, well, I actually did software development at uni. I did maths and statistics first and finance, and then I did software development. But it's not something I actively do. And I'll put my hands up and say when I don't know something. But there's this kind of illusion online where if you admit you don't know something, it's almost like admitting that you're stupid. And that isn't the case. I think it's better to put your hand up and say, listen, I don't know about that. Not knowing about something doesn't mean that you're stupid. It doesn't mean you don't know anything about it. 3 years ago, I didn't know anything about video editing, about you know, all the equipment that I'm using here to record videos. That didn't mean I was stupid. It just meant that I hadn't learned that skill yet. And granted, I'm not a great at editing. I'm not a fantastic YouTuber. I'm not claiming to be. But the point is that, you know, not knowing something doesn't mean that you're stupid. And there is this kind of illusion about this. And you look on Reddit, you look on Discord, no one backs down. And I think, you know, it's because sometimes a lot of the discussions around this, it gets a little bit personal. So when someone gets personal with you, I don't know, they say something personal against you, you know, it doesn't become, you know, the point isn't about what you know, the actual point. The point is, I'm going to get back at that guy and prove him wrong. But I see this all the time. Like I talked about this a few weeks ago, where I talked about on Twitter, and I don't like the fact that all the top guys, you see it from the Bitcoin private team, you see it from the Monero team, you see it from even some guys that I respect. Sometimes all they're doing is just insulting each other. And I saw yesterday, this is my Twitter account, at Kev Muldoon, very original. And I said, the man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. This is Confucius, a famous quote. And the reason I was quoting this, and I was quoting Rec Creighton from Bitcoin Private, because he posted this comment. Someone asked me if XRP is up because they're adding SegWit. And it's this kind of snarky, arrogant way of insulting someone that asked this question. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, asking that type of question. There really isn't. You know, if you don't know that, then it's a legitimate question to ask that. And that person who asked that probably didn't realize that, you know, he was going to view it as a stupid question. But I've got more respect for the guy asking that question, even though, you know, he thought he maybe get shot down, than someone making fun of everyone. I don't understand that. I really don't understand the kind of arrogance that we see. We're seeing it from developers, we're seeing it from traders, we're seeing it from marketers, and we're seeing it from people who don't even know much about cryptocurrency, and they're arrogant about it all. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to argue my point. If I believe in something, if I've read about something, I'll put my, I'll fight my side. But I think it's, not being helpful to people and having this kind of arrogant, snarky view of people that know a little bit less than you. It doesn't make them stupid. It just means that maybe they've been in cryptocurrency less, or maybe they've just not read a particular article, or they just haven't, used the miner you used, or, they don't know much about a particular thing. Doesn't mean they're stupid. So yeah, rant over. I'm sure you guys have seen this as well. But from my point of view in my live streams, there's going to be times when you ask something and you say, call yourself a cryptocurrency expert. I don't call myself that for the record. But I'm going to get snarky comments like that from time to time, with people say, you should know this. But at the end of the day, I would rather just put my hands up and say, listen guys, I don't know this. I don't. And I'm going to make myself look like a bigger idiot by trying to portray this illusion that I do know about a particular subject. I saw this in the live stream the other week where someone was saying, oh, have you checked this, with the Explorer? Did you check that? And I was like, listen, I don't know how to do that. I really don't. And I might have looked like an idiot at the time, but I'd rather put my hands up and say I don't, and then ask them for help to explain how it all works, and then later on I can explain to other people, rather than yeah I know how, and try fudge my way through it. I don't think anyone comes off good when they do that. So this is my rant. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm sure some of you agree with me, and I'm sure some of you disagree with me, but I'd love to hear your view on it anyway. So please do leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Double thumbs up, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Take care.